Laker TV is a proud affiliate of the Kentucky High School Journalism Association and the Student Television Network.
Welcome back to our second to last edition of Laker TV. Today we have a familiar face with us. Bradley, it's good to have you back.
Well, Kaylee, it's good to be back. And as a matter of fact, we have some great content for you today. Let's get right to it with our first story.
Our lead story today, another Laker team headed to statewide competition. Last weekend, the Calloway County cheerleaders captured the Region 1 title in the medium division category. And this weekend, they're headed to Lexington. Here's an update from Tana Robertson.
It's all happening. What's it and we? What it for?
The Calloway County Laker cheerleading team went to Union County High School to compete for the regional championship.
Lakers together. Let's yell it. Let's get it.
The Laker cheer team beat their top competitor, Marshall County, by a whopping 10 points.
Marshall!
This weekend, on Saturday, they will be competing in Lexington, Kentucky for the state finals. The team consists of seniors Tana Robertson and Lily Lowe, juniors Claire Crozier, Cassidy Mitchell, Kaylee Lax, and Sydney Roberts, sophomores Bria Duncan, Jordan Wyatt, and Montana Lee, freshmen Emily Brown and Devin Concher, and 8th graders Sierra Erickson, Brooklyn Underwood, and Abby Mayfield. Make sure you wish them good luck.
You may have been hearing a lot about prom committee and may think it's too late to turn in an application, but it's not. However, that deadline is today. So if you're interested in being on this year's prom decorating committee, you have until 3:15 this afternoon to find Mrs. Lovelace and give her your application.
For the last 2 weeks, many students here at CCHS have been taking end-of-course exams in various subjects. Next week, it's semester finals, and the Laker Beta Club is offering their services to help you prepare. We've got Cody Derrick standing by to fill us in.
Hello Lakers, if you're not ready for finals exams yet, we have Madison Jaworski, president of Beta Club, to help us talk about the new tutoring thing they have going on.
Okay, well, next Monday and Tuesday we have peer tutoring that we're offering for any students at CCHS that need help studying for their finals or if they want help organizing binders or anything else that has to do with their classes. It'll be offered Monday and Tuesday, and if you want help, go ahead and sign up with Miss Barrow in room 706, and you can also just come down here whenever you're ready Monday and Tuesday after school, and we'll have Beta kids here to help tutor you.
Okay, you guys heard it from Madison Jaworski. For Laker TV, I'm Cody Derricks.
Memorizing your lines and performing in a play is no easy task, but could you imagine doing so in a foreign language? That's what a group of Callaway students decided to do. Reporter Hunter Harness has the story.
Impossible, vous êtes encore dans les nuages.
Être ou ne pas être dans les nuages.
Suffit, pas tant de manières. Et conjuguez-moi le verbe être comme tout le monde. L'accent grave, it's by Jacques Prévert, and it's a play on words.
Braxton Bogart and Matthew Duncan are French 3 students who have taken on the challenge to learn and perform a play using only the French language. The play involves a total of 5 CCHS French students, and the group recently performed at the Murray State Black Box Theater in Wilson Hall, sharing their work with French students at MSU.
Differences, and I get to learn about the culture, and I get to learn about the language and the mindsets of the people, specifically the French people that I'm studying about.
In addition to classroom studies, Callaway French 3 students are encouraged to attend a special program at Murray State on Wednesday evening.
For students to come in a very non-threatening time and to be able to use the French or to listen to other French speakers. So it's really to develop your listening skills.
For Laker TV, this is Hunter Harness.
Coming up after the break, a story about living with a disability, a little something on archery, and the battle of the offices here at CCHS.
All that and more here on Laker TV.
Pack of cigarettes, please.
It's not enough.
What's a pack of smokes cost? Your teeth. Smoking can cause serious gum disease that makes you more likely to lose them.
See you again.
What are cigarettes costing you?
Think about it. When you see a student with disabilities in the hallway, what do? Do you act as if you don't see them, or cower in fear if they approach you? Well, they're students just like everyone else, and they go through the same struggles just like every other teenager. Reporter Lindsay Stairs takes a closer look into a student with disabilities, and this story reminds us that the tiniest ripple can make the biggest wave.
But all my classes are really just down this main hallway right here.
Several students at Calloway have disabilities. Some are physical, some are mental, but all are challenging. These disabilities can affect a student's learning and social ability, as well as many other parts of their life. The Census Bureau reports that nearly 1 in 5 Americans have a disability.
I found out I have really bad hallway rage. I call it my version of road rage because I can't drive a car.
Miracle Clark is a senior at Calloway County High School who has lived with her disability all her life.
I have a disease called cerebral palsy. It happened because I had a lack of oxygen at birth.
Cerebral palsy is a disorder that appears in infancy or early childhood and permanently affects body movement and muscle coordination. It is estimated that around 10,000 babies will develop cerebral palsy every year.
The biggest thing, and this is hard for me to admit, but it's really just staying happy and trying to find all the positives in my life because I am so dependent on everybody else. I mean, my mom does everything physically for me except coming with me to school. I deal with it okay. I just write a lot of songs and talk stuff out with friends, and it really helps. I write songs a lot to get my mind off of things, that and poetry. A lot of them are religious based because in a situation like I am, I do question my religion a lot. But if I'm able to pull that into my songwriting, it strengthens my religion, gets my confidence back, and just relieves a lot of sadness.
Miracle says for her, the remedy to her sadness is getting involved and staying busy.
So this year what I've done is put myself in a lot of clubs. I'm on the speech team in the Spanish club, and I'm in choir. And I've been learning how to juggle those, and that's really helped me, kept me busy.
Though approaching someone with a disability may seem difficult, Miracle says that they're really no different from you.
If I were in their situation and I was approaching someone with a disability, I would just say hi. I mean, honestly, we're people. We're no different than you are. We just live our lives a little differently. I was surprised by so many people who, that are my friends now. They came up to me and was like, I really didn't know how to approach you, as if I was some foreign stranger from another planet. But like I said, just say hi, just strike up a conversation, and don't just focus on their disability, but get to know them as people.
Miracle also had some words of advice for people struggling with a disability of their own.
Well, basically just find ways to learn to be comfortable with yourself, learn to cope. Don't be scared to speak out. I haven't always been open to speaking out about it. It's something that I just developed like a year or two ago. Because as I got older, I realized, I'm not going to change. And if people are really my friends and they really want to be involved in my life, they should be open and willing to face any obstacles with me without feeling, ashamed of me or awkward and out of place. I'm really, really grateful for the life I've had and the new friends I've made. All we got in this world is each other. All the other stuff isn't going to matter in the end. It's all about the impact you put on the world. So whoever you are, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid.
Good job, Lindsay, on that story, and good job to Miracle for giving us those words of encouragement. Meanwhile, you may not know it, but our school actually has an archery team, and they're going to their first archery competition this weekend at Trigg County. Jason Reynolds goes behind the scenes to show us how the archery team is preparing.
The Calloway County High School archery team has been preparing for the last 2.5 months for their first competition. Coach Anna Sheridan shares with us how the competition works in their entirety.
Team members will shoot from 10 meters, and then they will shoot 3 rounds from 10 meters, and then you will shoot from 15. But in competition, unlike the way we do practice, is you have 2 competitors shooting at the same target. And then in November, what we have done is we've started keeping actual score sheets like we will in competitions.
The team is using the entire month of October for warm-up, adjusting to the bow poundage and getting used to the shooting setting. The team's first competition is tomorrow, Saturday, December 12th. For LakerTV, I'm Jason Reynolds.
Well, archery seems to be pretty fun. And you know what else seems like fun? The recent trip to Memphis involving several of our FBLA members. Producers Claire Whiteside and Kendall Wheeler have a summary of their trip in this special report.
Recently, select members of FBLA took a business trip to the grand city of Memphis. Their experience was educational and students made a lot of memories and even had some haunting experiences.
We asked several students to share their favorite parts of the trip.
My favorite part was when we went to the University of Memphis and we got to partner up with someone and we just learned how to experience the gift-giving process.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
Touring the hotel. Any kitchen in this building belongs to him. Somewhat, yeah. Walking into the lobby and seeing all the kids smiling when they see the ducks.
FBLA trips such as this one give students the opportunity to make connections in the world of business.
Not to mention, students get to have a lot of fun and get to experience different places and cultures.
Jeff Slayton's third block robotics class is learning the importance of teamwork and problem-solving skills in technology by building a hydraulic arm. We interviewed Slayton for the details.
The project we're working on is something we're doing in robotics class. It is a hydraulics project using fluid, just like you would in a real hydraulic system, to control or manipulate a device. So what we're using are 60 cc and 30 cc syringes, like used in veterinarian clinics, and plastic tubing. You fill the syringe with water and it acts like a hydraulic system, like on a backhoe or a control system. It could be even pneumatic in a manufacturing setting. So each team was given a choice of which item to pick up. They either had to pick up a pencil or an 1.5 inch square cube and reach it through an opening and release it and repeat itself. It's all done manually, and they do it with the control of the syringes.
Students had to design and build these arms in groups of 2.
My biggest challenge was just putting it all together, making it work and function how it was supposed to.
My favorite thing about the project was definitely working with the tools and being in the shop every day. Had lots of fun.
And definitely by far the hardest thing was making the claw. We went through many different things. We went through pieces of a 2x4 to plywood, and now we're using
lots of trial and error.
Yeah.
Instead of an actual battle, how about one that is filled full of cheer and rivalry? If you haven't noticed, the front office and the guidance office have gone all out in order to show off who's got the most Christmas spirit. Chastity Ross has the story.
Christmas is right around the corner, and everyone is definitely starting to get into their Christmas spirit. In particular, the main office and the guidance office are having a friendly decorating competition. On both sides, students and administrators are hard at work. In the main office, there's a range of things, from fireplaces, Christmas trees, and snowmen. And in the guidance office, there's ornaments hanging and Christmas lights, and so much more. I asked Mr. McCallum what he thought about all this, and he had a little something to say.
What kind of competition?
This Christmas competition.
I just don't think it's a competition. Aren't we all together?
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so
we're all pulling for the same thing, but we know that the administrative side of the front office will wind up being looking nicer than the guidance side. I love the guidance.
Okay.
But you know, when it all said and done, you know, this side will look a little nicer for Christmas.
Thank goodness that the EOCs are over.
Yeah, but now we have finals to worry about.
No, I'm gonna ace mine. My mind is like a steel trap.
Sure it is. Well, at least we've only got one more week of school left.
And one more show of 2015. Thanks for tuning in this week, and as always,
Go Lakers!